You suck ass.
Welcome to Kart Track Reviews. My name is Steven. We're going to go over the Lehigh Valley Grand Prix go-kart track. They use gas karts, my favorite. The track is a good single layer or single level track. It's enjoyable. It's fun. I love it. And they've got a neat little weekly event that they do that's really fun and totally worth it if you're in the area. So let's talk about it. All right, so let's talk about pricing. Pricing for Lehigh Valley Grand Prix as of today is $22 a race. I don't believe they have packages for like multi races and stuff like that. So like if you wanted to buy 3, you would get like a couple dollars off or something like that. I don't believe they have that, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I just haven't proven it. The pricing, honestly, in terms of the quality of the track that you're actually getting, is great. But for the most part, $22 a race is actually a pretty good price comparing to a lot of other go-kart tracks. Not necessarily in the area or in that part of Pennsylvania, which is Allentown, Pennsylvania, but in the tri-state area. There seems to be a high level of cost associated with go-karting, and a lot of it is unjustified. Anyway, for pricing, I give Lehigh Valley Grand Prix a 7. You get a lot for it. I love the place. It's very enjoyable. And the pricing is definitely on the lower side when you compare it to a lot of other go-kart tracks. For track flow, 2 layouts that I've driven on, the track flow has been great. They're really good with allowing you to use the max capabilities of the karts, but they also add a lot of technical turns into the track as well, which makes it a lot more interesting because instead of just going, full throttle throughout the whole track, you actually have to use some skill and modulate different parts of the kart. The 2 track variations that I've driven on have both utilized brakes at some point or another in the track, which is great because if you're not utilizing the brakes, then usually the track's pretty boring, to be honest. So for track flow, I give Lehigh Valley Grand Prix an 8. The track flow has never disappointed me. It has been relatively consistent. So for karts, this seems to be a common theme among kart tracks, go-kart tracks, and it's understandable they're rental karts, which means a lot of people use them, and they got to be able to be used by everybody for the most part. So long story short, the majority of the karts do have some sort of height adjustment. In other words, they allow you to accommodate the height of the driver within the karts. However, I believe there are some that are not adjustable, and in that case, you either have to get a different kart or you have to use the provided cushions. And some people have been short enough to use 2, some have used 1, and so on. So that has been really enjoyable to me because I like that at least there is multiple karts and they're accommodating in that way. For the karts themselves, I enjoy them. I don't believe I had an instance, or maybe I had an instance once where the brakes weren't that great. But again, with any go-kart track, you tend to realize that there's going to be a lot of variations between the steering, the brakes, and the acceleration of the karts. There was only one instance with a kart that it wasn't accelerating. There was some power issue, so they allowed me to come back into the pits and grab another kart, which was really nice of them to accommodate that. And the tires look pretty good on the karts. I don't see very many problems with those tires. They tend to do a pretty good job, as any other slick tire does. And so honestly, for karts overall, I mean, you got to see this coming. I already told you I'm biased to gas karts. I give karts an 8 because they're gas karts. They are fun to drive. The variation actually adds a little spice to it. And there aren't very many bad karts. I think, like I said, I think I've only experienced the 1 bad kart, maybe 2 at most. So I love the karts there. Not surprising. All right, so customer service. Customer service is quite an interesting concept because everybody's experience will be relatively different. However, my experience was great. The employees are attentive to their roles, whether it be the cashier, whether it be someone helping take your food order, because they also have food there, and whatever the case may be. If you ever had a question, they were very accommodating. I mean, I needed to charge my phone. They were helpful to let me use their outlet to charge my phone. Like, it was great. You know, it was just very helpful overall. I give customer service at Lehigh Valley Grand Prix an 8, and that's because it's never a difficult thing to find someone to get an answer. All right, so the famous question that I ask myself every time whenever I go to a go-kart track is, will I go there again? And I think this answer, or this question, has a very easy answer that nobody didn't see coming, because I kind of already answered this question earlier in the video. Of course I would go back. I actually go back there so much. No, I really don't, but not as much as I would like to. And the reason why is because, like I mentioned before, that there's an event that they host on Mondays. And on Mondays every week, I think regardless if Monday's a holiday, I think they still host the event. Essentially, it's from 5 p.m. till close, which is about 9:30 p.m., sometimes 10 p.m., I guess. They'll do an event where you pay, I believe, $60, and you can do unlimited races. And the way the races work is that each race is capped out at 8 people. So obviously, if there's 16 people, you're gonna have 2 groups, so you'll alternate. If there's 24 people, then they're gonna have 3 groups, which means you're gonna wait, about 14 minutes in between each of your own races. But the point is, totally worth it. So I'm unavailable during those Monday nights, and I wish I could go there more often. But when I do get the opportunity, I do like to go down there and take advantage of that opportunity and take advantage of the event. And I really hope more people do, because I think it's very enjoyable. It's a relatively relaxed atmosphere. Everyone's just trying to get their best time and have fun. So, if anybody has any questions, comments, input, anything in the video, please feel free to comment it. I will try to answer it to the best of my ability as soon as I can, and usually as soon as I see it. So, again, feel free to do anything like that. Of course, as everyone else on YouTube says, like and subscribe, but only like it if you like it. And if you don't like it, leave a comment and tell me why you don't like it, and I'll try to make it better. I would like the videos to get better over time and progress, so I appreciate the input. However, you won't see the new videos or the application of your input if you don't subscribe, so I would appreciate that. Anyway, take care, everybody. Keep karting. Keep enjoying racing as long as you live, and yeah, just race as long as you can enjoy it. I'll talk to you guys later.